Hey, what's going on, people? I just thought I'd do a quick video while I had the opportunity to do so, and that was on my mind. For those who have Subaru WRXs, you might have noticed that, well, at least in my case, that the RPMs would dip at the light. After you downshift, or maybe you'll coast in neutral and just come to a slow stop, the RPMs would feel like, well, the RPMs would drop to the point where the engine feels like it's going to stall or it's going to cut out. Well, I don't know when they did an update, but I just got back from getting my oil change right there. Just got it done today. And I guess they updated the brain. I don't know if it was ECU management or something in the computer system, or maybe it was something mechanical. I'm not sure. I didn't even get a chance to ask because I only noticed it once I, pulled out and away from the dealership. But anyways, couple of hints. There you go. See, it didn't dip. It actually is resting at somewhere between, I'd say that's about 55, 550, 600, somewhere around there before it hits a grand. I got 45K on it, about to hit 46 pretty soon. And I've had some problems with it, but it was all under warranty. Me and Subaru, we got it squared away. So with that being said, I guess I'll end this video with a couple of tips on how to drive this smoothly, because for some reason the first and second gears are so aggressive that it causes driveline shock. Mazda found some way to figure this out when I test drove their new Mazda 3 hatchback. I would say that's the best daily driver for a manual driver, or for those who prefer manual transmission. Subaru hasn't figured it out yet. So here's some tips that I've learned just from driving it. When you're clutching it right now, I'm gonna focus a little bit, come on, there we go. What I do is stick the foot in the clutch from first to second, right? You can either pause a second and wait. Don't mind the STI thing that came with it. This is a regular WRX. I'm pretty sure STIs don't have this problem. But anyways, pause for a second, and then you shift into it. Same thing from a hard shift to second to third and third to fourth. I just kind of double pump the clutch, man. Just double pump that thing like that, let it slide in the neutral, and then into the third, and then into the fourth. Fifth and sixth, they're kind of just overdrive gears, so there's no issue there. But from first and second, well, I can show you. First and second, focus. Driveline shock. Don't know how they're gonna fix that. I don't know if that's mechanical or programming, but if Mazda can figure it out, I'm sure Subaru can too. Even though I think Mazda's had a lot more support in the R&D department, especially when it comes to manual transmissions. They even got videos of showing how smooth the gear changes are. And like I said, I test driven it, and I almost wanted to get rid of this. I'm not even gonna lie. I would have took the 100 horsepower dip and 100 pound-feet of torque dip for a smooth driving manual transmission, but I think you can't get the manual and all-wheel drive. It has to be automatic only, and front-wheel drive is only manual. And I think it's the GT trim, and this beautiful titanium bronze or flash or whatever it's called. But I'm getting kind of long-winded here. The last tip I would say is don't boost dump in between right there. I mean, that might be like run of the mill for people who have driven turbo cars before. Again, this is my first one, and that would help alleviate some of the driveline shock. If you just let it stay naturally aspirated before your turbo kicks in. Excuse the dirty dash, I have the windows open and it's starting to be spring here. But if you leave it naturally aspirated, it'll be fine. It's when you get on to around 2 grand where boost kicks on at 0 PSI, that's when you start noticing that on-off switch where the boost is not really smooth. It's just on or off, and that's it. So let's wrap this up. They fixed the idle issue. If you guys had that, I don't know if STI owners had that problem. Maybe they did. Maybe this is a problem for direct injection engines versus, I think, the STI's port injected. Well, whatever it is, they fix it in the update. It doesn't dip anymore. To drive it a little bit smoother, like I said, double clutch it, I wish I can drive and record, but I have no one here with me right now, so I can't ask them to hold the camera. Double clutch, just double pump the clutch. That's all you got to do, especially when you get from second to third and third to fourth. So hashtag save the manuals, all that jokes and shit aside, I did my job, and I hope you guys have a great one. Peace.